Hey guys, welcome back to some more fantasy football content, and we're going to be talking about the wildcard draft for tomorrow. Obviously, I did a video yesterday. If you do like fantasy football, go and check that video out. But yeah, I'm going to talk about in today the wildcard because I have made some changes. I have had a thought about who I want to bring in, what teams look quite good. I've seen obviously now a couple more teams play during last night and obviously today. England up next, and obviously you've got to take into consideration whether teams are through or not, where they're going to bench players, they're going to rotate players. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the wild card in today. Obviously, we can head over to the fantasy section. If you haven't already, go check out my league. It's free to join, guys. We're currently sitting third. That's very nice. Not too far off. No, anything can happen in this league. Zach just right behind me. He wants that position. But yeah, it's free to join, guys. Just head into the app, to the website, the app, whatever you're using. Type this code in, or you can join via the comments and the description. But yeah, we're trying to improve the amount of players in the league, so come and join. But let's head over to my team. Obviously, before we talk about the wildcard, this is my current game week 2 side. Obviously, Vinny Jr., the 12th man, did wonders. Defensively, not so great. Obviously, Hernandez didn't even play, but Diaz didn't play. But Ronaldo, 90 minutes played, goals scored 2. He got his goals. Oh my God, he shuts up the haters. So Ronaldo has finally turned up, and this was a lot better performance from Portugal. Obviously, Kylian Mbappe, the captain, and Erling Haaland, fantastic points from them. Our bench is not great, but they'll just come in and replace players that didn't play. But then we're heading over to, obviously, the game week 3, which I'm wildcarding in. And we've made a couple of changes from, obviously, the last episode, yesterday's video. And some players have stayed the same. So the 2 goalkeepers have stayed the same. Jan Fofana from Ivory Coast remains under that 5% threshold, and I do expect him to stay under that 5% threshold. Obviously, if people are wildcarding, he could go up, but obviously not everyone's thought it tactically through, so they're probably not going to, and obviously some people won't even bother about changing goalkeepers. And then obviously we've got the Egypt goalkeeper as well. If I had enough money, I could maybe go to the Japan goalkeeper. That's a lot on other picks that people are going for, but still he's under that 5% threshold, and does play and is the starting goalkeeper for Egypt with a very nice fixture against Iran. The defence has been upgraded. We've obviously got now Dumfries, Denzo Dumfries instead of Mickey van der Ven. He is that attacking fullback for Netherlands. Yes, he's got that clean sheet with Netherlands, but he's also got that attacking threat against Tunisia, who have shipped goals for fun and have been very, very poor. So that is a first change, but it's a like for Nation. Hakimi stays the same. Again, I was thinking about going Mazraoui, save some money and use that money elsewhere. If I was to do that, maybe then I could afford Mo Salah. We'll have a look at that at the end of the video if I can make that change, and stuff like that. But Hakimi stays for now. Again, Danilo remains, but is a player that might be swapped out if I can find a good player. Obviously started in that game against Haiti, only played 45 in Morocco, so again there's a bit of that rotation of, obviously Brazil are looking to go and win the group, so they will have to play a strong side against Scotland, who also then could win their game and go top and stuff, so it's all to play for in this group. But again, obviously that defensive clean sheet maybe not be intact, so we might have to look elsewhere. Medina comes in. has started both for Argentina. Obviously, Argentina are through, so you do have to take this in consideration. Is he going to be benched or have less minutes? That is also another question that I need to be looking at. But for now, for that cheap price of 4 million, under that scouting bonus, if he was to play 90 minutes or even 60, 70 minutes, I think they could definitely get a clean sheet against Jordan. The second change is Abadou. I can't remember who I had in, but we have got Abadou. Again, we're looking at that not Ivory Coast. Does play 90 minutes, which is very important, against Curacao, who I expect won't get a goal. So he's a good odds, and he's very cheap, so you can use money elsewhere. So that is the back line and the goalkeepers. Moving into the midfield, Somerville comes in. Is above that 5%, but I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, played both games, 45 minutes in that Sweden game, and 70 minutes in Japan. So he's not played full 90 minutes, but that's okay because he has delivered so far in every game. And with that good fixture, I think you've just got to take the punt that maybe even 45 minutes, 60 minutes could get himself a goal and assist. Obviously, the scouting bonus would be great, but I don't expect that, so that's fine. We remain with Zabani. Is now gone up above that 5%. Again, a lot of people wildcarding, so they picked this player up, which is a bit annoying. But again, I'm happy to keep him in the side because he has got Haiti, that he should get a goal or assist. So yeah, the scouting bonus annoying, but I do expect him to go big. And I think this week where you can kind of afford to not go scouting bonus obviously helps if you're trying to get rank and obviously beat other players. But if you just need the most points, just go basic, which means Vinny Jr. still remains. Again, Brazil need that fixture win. But I could go to Mo Salah on a better fixture. So that is someone I'm also looking at. Obviously, I need to really look into this. But I do think it's going to be Mo Salah or Vinny Jr. in the squad. We've gone from KDB to Mane. I think they have a better fixture. They look a little bit better than Belgium. Obviously, the result against Senegal was quite good. Tough fixture against both the best teams, so I do expect them to do well. And then obviously remain with Lamau. This one is just a hit and hope kind of thing. He played less than 20 minutes in Cape Verde. But did play 45 minutes, so I expect him to play at least 60 or 70 in this Uruguay game. And I've seen enough from him to warrant the money. Obviously, again, if I could go Salah instead of Lamau and maybe get that 90-minute player in. But for now, Lamau starts. And then I love the front three. Mbappe, yes, he's got that hard fixture against Norway. And you could go somewhere else, but I think when he's chasing the golden boot, has got goals in both games, I don't see Mbappe getting rested. Gakpo is brought in again for that great Tunisia game, and has had a great start against Sweden. And then obviously we've got Messi as well. Again, someone who might be benched, but again is chasing that golden boot record, the golden with the most goals in the World Cup. So I don't expect him to be benched either. So these Mbappe and Messi are two players that I'm definitely willing to take the punt on for this week, because they are both chasing individual awards rather than team awards this week. So that is obviously where my team lays. Obviously we could make changes. So for example, we could get rid of Lamau and go to Egypt, and look at Mo Salah. Would come in again. Exactly the same, 10 million. Obviously, if we drop down from that to Morocco, you could get obviously Mazarari, who is 4.4. That would obviously give you then 2.1 million to improve elsewhere. I don't know where else you could go. Maybe if you kept keep Mal. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. It's 9.7. It's not enough. But you could go someone like Elise in that squad. But yeah, so far for a team that I've just put together, obviously had a little bit of fault and isn't 100% definite locked in. But I believe the 2 goalkeepers are going to be locked in. I believe Dumfries, Agabadu are going to be locked in. Somerville and Sabani is going to be locked in. I expect the front 3 to be all locked in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of the 15 players locked in, which is very, very good. Obviously, there are just key changes that you could make. For example, Hakimi to Mazarari, Lamau to Salah, or even Vinny to Salah. And obviously, you could look at someone like Kevin De Bruyne and then upgrade that a little bit. But I'm not 100% convinced on Belgium. Again, I could probably maybe go to Hakimi and then obviously go to someone like... if I could get rid of Danilo and go Belgium and go De Krupe. Or Mel, has he played? Again, no players really played 90 minutes, but there is Belgian defence that you could swap Danilo out for, which is very, very good. So there are, I would say, I'm about 9 players locked in. 5 or so that players could be swapped for different players within their nation or to the Egypt. But for now, guys, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Let me know, are you wildcarding for this week? How well have you done in Matchday 2? And is there anyone that I'm completely missing and I should be going for? Let me know in the comments down below. But thank you for watching, and there will be one final FPL Matchday 3 wildcard draft tomorrow before the deadline, so make sure you do check that out. Good luck, and I'll see you very soon.